Do you still use those old-fashioned expressions in your casual conversation, which make you sound boring in front of others? If the answer of this question is yes, then today I want to infuse some new expressions into your vocabulary, expanding your knowledge with some new idioms and some phrasal verbs. You are about to learn some advanced English expressions that will help you sound smart and interesting in English. And with that being said, let's get started with these advanced English expressions that you can use in your everyday conversations, starting with number 1, on the whole. This is a really useful expression when you are generalizing about something and you are coming to a conclusion. So once you have considered everything, the good and the bad, we generalize and we say that this is generally how we feel about the situation. By using this expression, it is not necessary to go into details about the negative things. You don't have to, because the expression already tells us about that something was not or is not perfect. For example, on the whole, people miss the opportunity to enjoy leisure. Next up at number 2, we have on second thoughts. You can use this one when you change your mind about something, and it is usually only used in spoken English, as it is not very common to see it in written English, because it's a tool to help you change your mind in the middle of conversation, to change whatever you just said, usually to the opposite. For example, I will meet you at the office after lunch, or on second thoughts, let's just go there now. Number 3, at the end of the day. This is such a good expression to know and to use, as we use it to summarize what's most important in the end. When you are talking about what happens after a long series of events, or what appears to be the case after you have considered the relevant facts. For example, at the end of the day, I have decided that the law school would be the best path for me. At number 4, we have off the top of my head. This can be really helpful to you when you respond to something immediately without thinking too much about your answer, especially because you don't have enough time. For example, how much is the house worth? Off the top of my head, I would say it's worth maybe 16 lakh. Let's get advanced. Instead of using off the top of my head, you can also use thought out loud. That means to say something without thinking about it first, as soon as they occur in your mind. For example, he was fed up, which made him thought out loud and gave a bad remark for the project. Next up at number 5, we have hanging there. Now we use this expression when we are trying to tell someone that they need to remain persistent and determined in really difficult circumstances. So this expression is really good one to use when you are offering sympathy or encouragement to someone who is having difficulties. So when you use it, you are telling them to keep going and you can do it. Like, I know that is difficult right now, but you will make it through. So it's a really reassuring expression to use in your casual conversations. For example, work can get tough in the middle of a term, but hanging there, it will be fine. And as I am giving you an example sentence, why don't you write a sentence in the comments down below to practice these expressions. Also, it will help you to remember these expressions faster. Next up at number 6, we have out of the loop. This is a really interesting expression, as the loop is about being informed and knowing what's happening. So if you are in the loop, then you know what's going on. You are good. But if you are out of the loop, you don't know what's going on. That means you don't have any special knowledge or power that belongs to a particular group of people who make decisions about important things, or they know about these decisions. For example, I was not in the office last week, so I feel like I'm out of the loop. Number 7, to touch base. If you touch base with someone, you simply connect with them, or you reconnect with someone that you already know. So usually you are reconnecting about a particular topic or a particular issue, and it is really commonly used in the workplace. So when you're working on a project with someone and you're gonna do some research separately before you come back together to write your report, this would be really useful for you. For example, why don't we get started on our research and then touch base again later in the week? At number 8, we have to be struck by. This is a really great way of explaining that something has impressed you. Like when you visit a city and you notice something interesting or usual, then this expression will make you sound really intelligent when you share it. For example, tourists are always struck by the beauty of the landscape. At number 9, we have take a rain check. If you say you will take a rain check on an offer or suggestion, you mean that you don't want to accept it now, but you might accept it at another time. For example, I was planning to ask you in for a brandy, but if you want to take a rain check, that's fine. And lastly, at number 10, we have to get your head around something. When you get your head around something, that means you understand it and you succeeded in understanding or accepting something such as a new idea. For example, we began to get our heads around what we were facing and how we can improve it. Well, have you got your head around these different expressions yet? It may take you a little while. They are quite advanced English expressions and it is definitely challenging to use them fluently in your conversations. But you will get there, hanging there. Alright, try to take up a challenge of using any of these 5 expressions together in a paragraph. I want to read it in the comments down below. As to remember these expressions, you need to put them into practice and actually use them. I hope you have enjoyed this lesson and that you like this video. Subscribe to our channel and hit the bell as we got you new lessons every week. Thanks for watching. I will see you soon. Till then, keep speaking, enhancing and smiling.